Hello everyone, I'm TJC0122, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening. I know it's been a long time since I've actually done a video on this game. My camera is unfocused as heck. I'm trying to get focused properly, but I can't. That's the best I can do. But anyway, I know it's been a very long time since I've actually done a video on this game. Why is focusing the camera so hard? Okay, anyway, whatever. That's the best I can get it, so. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a part in this playthrough, so yeah. I know that it looks a bit blurry, but this is the best I can get the footage to be. Anyway, one thing I'd like to mention, if the gameplay seems a bit off in this playthrough now, I have an explanation for that, actually. My 3DS is, well, my new 3DS XL technically, but the point is, my system's B button is a bit finicky now. This happened literally earlier today, but the thing is, now whenever I'm pressing the B button, for some reason, I have to press it harder, and it also feels a bit looser. I'm sure eventually I'll just get used to this. But yeah. Like, that's just my explanation for if the footage looks a bit weird. Like, I'm just kind of pressing buttons, but nothing's happening.
Welcome home.
Yeah, so anyway, here we have Emrin. Exalt Emrin, Crom's other sister.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
I'm sorry if I'm going through the text too quickly, it's just I don't want, like, too long of videos, because, again, if you guys forgot about part 2 of this playthrough, I actually had to break part 2 up into multiple videos, actually. So the first part of this is part 3 here. So the first half of this, like the first video in this part, is going to be just the cutscenes prior to the chapter. And then the second half of the second video in the part is going to be the gameplay itself of the chapter, and then any cutscenes after that. However, if a chapter is extremely long, then I'm going to be breaking the actual gameplay half into its own part. Like the gameplay part. This is extremely confusing, but the actual gameplay will be in its own video, and then the cutscenes afterward will be separated.
Yes, my lord.
Like, this is the first time I'm doing a game that's this heavily story-driven on my channel. I mean, I did try to do it a few times, but I have canceled and deleted a lot of my videos in the past. But now I'm done with all of this deleting my videos nonsense. So yeah. Also, as it's going to say right here, support conversations unlocked. I'm not going to be bothering with these in-game, basically. As you view these, characters' relationships will build, and as that happens, the stats that they get in battles will increase. I'm not actually going to be showing support conversations in this playthrough. However, there is a YouTuber, I forget what they're called, but there is a YouTuber that has, like, videos just archiving every support in the entire game here. So I will leave a link to their channel if you guys want to check that out. I wish I could remember that guy's name. Yeah, it's slipping my head right now, but yeah. But there will also, in the video, in the end of each part's description, like, in the description of each part, not, like, the final part of it, I mean, I will leave a link to a Google document, basically showing who has support ranks with which characters and what those support ranks are, because I do not plan to get every support in the game on this playthrough at all. That would just take too long, but yeah. Anyway, let's just get going with the rest of this story stuff here. And here we're introduced to the rest of the shepherds here. So, here we're getting a lot of introductions to new classes and whatnot in terms of playable units. So, yeah, because this game's class system is very, like, expansive. But yeah, I mean, you may not gain access to being able to use all of these units in an actual chapter until a bit later on. But, if I remember correctly, you get a total of, I think, 3 new units in this chapter alone. So yeah. So, we have Vake here. Vake is like... he's kind of that character that's like... I don't know how to describe him, but yeah. And there's Maribel, who's the, like, rich girl. And Sumia, who's extremely clumsy. Those are the 3 new characters that are on the screen so far. But yeah. And also, I'm sorry if I'm going by the text too quickly. I'm sure that you guys can pause the video to view it, but yeah. Like, I'm not gonna be going over characters' like personalities and whatnot much in this playthrough. I'll tell you guys generally what that character is like when they're first introduced, but I won't be describing them too much. If you want an in-depth description of some of these characters, check out a more popular than I am. There's a YouTuber who's far more popular than I am. I think his name's just Gast or something. But he has a series called Support Science, where he basically will dissect every, like, support that a character has to, like, show any character development they have. I'm not sure how many he's done on Awakening. I think I'm pretty sure he's done 2 characters that will get introduced to much later, so I won't say who those characters are yet, per se, but point is, if there's a character in this game that you're interested in knowing more about, just check out Gast. But yeah. Also, I just want to say, I did test play this chapter prior to actually doing this video, strictly because this is actually where the game's difficulty can start to spike up a lot, because, like, mainly if you're playing on hard mode, if I'm being quite honest, because, like, we still can't grind for experience yet, and whatnot, so, also, now we have Stall here. Stall is, another Cavalier that we're gonna get in this chapter, just like Sully was, but yeah. Now, one thing that might be notable, while I'm on the topic of Stall and Sully, they're actually another archetype in the Fire Emblem series. I don't know if I mentioned, I can't remember, it's been a while since I did the last 2 videos, and I didn't rewatch those videos. I'm moving my 3DS by mistake, sorry. But I didn't rewatch the previous videos in this playthrough, so I don't remember if I brought up archetypes before, but Frederick is an Oifei, so basically a pre-promoted unit that you get early on, who is still able to keep up, though, with later chapters, because they're still pretty decent. But Sully and Stall here are of the Cain and Abel archetype, with Cains and Abels basically being red and green Cavaliers or something that you get early on. Also, yeah, this is a thing with Vake here. He loses his axe right here, and if you... that dialogue right there sums it up. Especially the ones who brought their weapons. But yeah. Anyway, I think that I'll be right back in the next video where we'll actually get to the gameplay of this chapter, so I'll see you guys then.